How's it going, everyone? Like clockwork, as two PlayStation Store sales are about to end with the Essential Pick sale as well as the games under $20 sale, we got two new sales cycling in. We have the November savings sale and we have the games under $15 sale. Remember that if you want to pick anything up from Essential Picks or games under 20, these sales will be live until tonight. I believe it's 3 a.m. Eastern, 12 a.m. Pacific, so your local time may vary with that. So yeah, let's get right into it. Also, if you want NBA 2K23, that is in fact the deal of the week. They still have that Sims 4 game packs on sale as well as a part of Sims 4 going free to play. But nonetheless, let's first go over the games under $15 sale, and by the way, these two sales are gargantuan. Games under 15 has 871 items on sale, while the November savings has 901 items. This is honestly, like, as far as a 1-2 punch, as far as two sales going live, one of the bigger ones that I've seen, but a lot of good stuff here. So games under 15, you've got Street Fighter V for $5, Borderlands: The Handsome Collection for $9.99, which is a really good pickup given that the only way to play this game through PlayStation Plus is if you have top tier plus premium, so if you want to buy the game, $9.99 for that is quite good. Sonic Mania for $9.99 is okay. Throwback Sonic title there. Battlefield 4 for $8, Battlefield 5 for $9.99. Shadow of the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, $13.19. You guys know me, like, the Tomb Raider games is, it's literally one of my favorite franchises now. They're just games that I personally really gravitate towards, and I just think they're really enjoyable games. SOTR was probably my second favorite. Rise of the Tomb Raider to me was by far the best, but Shadow of the Tomb Raider had a lot of good elements as well, and this Definitive Edition did remedy the issue of, like, I remember when SOTR was out and Square Enix laid out that DLC plan for the game, my oh my. I even did a video way back then, 2018, ranting about that, but nonetheless, the Definitive Edition remedies that issue because you get all the content in one package, 13 and change. Not bad there. Titanfall 2 Standard Edition. The multiplayer is what it is, however, the single-player campaign is excellent to Titanfall 2. Like, it's not a $60 campaign by any stretch of the imagination, but it's actually a pretty solid campaign, and most people will tell you that if you go and pick it up for $4 or play it through EA Origin, it's a fine pickup. Metal Slug Anthology, $6. It's 5% off if you're a Plus subscriber, so I believe that would be $4.99. Yeah. Metal Slug are games that I enjoyed. This anthology on PS4 has some issues, but, like, Metal Slug is Metal Slug, so if you do want to play it, like, $5 is the price I would probably pay for it. So, there's a bunch of Dragon Ball FighterZ DLC if you're looking to pick that up. I don't know why you would buy each of the characters standalone. You probably should get the Season Passes. Devil May Cry HD Collection as well as 4 Special Edition Bundle. Love Devil May Cry. These games do show their age for sure. Even DMC4, which came out in, I want to say, February of 2008, which, to be fair, is, what, almost 15 years ago? But yeah, DMC4 outside of 5 being the latest mainline DMC title, that game does show its age as well. 1 and 3 are classic as far as action titles go, also show their age, and DMC2, like everybody hates. I didn't hate it as much as most people, but if you played DMC5 and you really enjoyed it, there's a reason to go back and play it, especially if you found the characters compelling. You know, I never got hooked by the DMC narrative, but a lot of people do, so take their word on that element of the game. Battlefield 1 at $8. A lot of DLC here. Just Cause 3 for $3, and then a 3 XXL edition for $4.49. This game was an abomination at launch, but got a lot of patches and whatnot, and it got a lot of fixes, so at $3 or $4.49, I think it's pretty good. Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered, $9.89. I often say that Syndicate is the most underrated Assassin's Creed game, but Rogue is right up there because it had that weird release where it was like a previous generation game a year after the PS4 came out, so most of the attention was like on Assassin's Creed Unity, which was that year's Assassin's Creed, and then Rogue came out on PS4 and Xbox One like 6 months after the fact. Rogue's a really solid game, one of the more compelling main characters as well, and it has some elements from AC4, not as good as AC4, but pretty damn good for under $10. It is available through Plus Extra as well. Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration, $6. Obviously, like I said, my favorite game out of the Tomb Raider franchise. Yeah, it's fantastic and has a good bit of content as well. Assassin's Creed Syndicate Gold Edition, so that'll include the DLC as well. Completely botched on PS5. Like, I didn't really comprehend how bad the issues were with AC Syndicate on PS5, but yeah, it's literally unplayable. Like, you shouldn't, if you're playing on a PS5, don't pick it up. But yeah, I like Syndicate. I thought it was a really solid game. Need for Speed Deluxe Edition, $7.49. Seven Deadly Sins Knights of Britannia, $8.99. What else we got? A lot of lower key titles on sale here. Ni no Kuni 2, $8.99 for that is a pretty good deal. Naruto Storm 3, they have that standalone for $4. I usually recommend the Naruto Storm Legacy Collection, and looking at the store page, it is in fact on sale, and it's a great price. $14 for all 3 Storm games, and I should say all 4 Storm games, and the Road to Boruto DLC. The first 3 were PS3 titles, but yeah, great games. I'm a Naruto nut hugger, so, you know, obviously take my opinion with a grain of salt, but most people that enjoy Naruto enjoyed those games as well. The Storm games are standalone available for $4, so if you just want to pick one of them from a single-player standpoint, Storm 2 is the one I usually recommend, so take that for what it is. Dragon Ball Xenoverse and the Season Pass bundle for $9.74. Psychonauts for $3.39 is pretty good. Definitely a bit of a throwback there. Valkyrie Chronicles Remastered for $6. It's really good. And what I'm noticing about this deal's under $15 sale, we got 871 items on sale. A lot of, like, individual DLC items as well. So, cover a couple more games here. Murdered Soul Suspect, 90% off for $1.99. Super interesting game. Has an interesting narrative, detective element to it. Definitely was not worth like the $50 I dropped on it. I bought it like right when it came out. I don't even know why. I was like, this game looks pretty cool, and I bought it. It's definitely not worth $50, $60, but $2, I would say, you know, give it a look. You might find that game pretty compelling. So check that one out as well. Also, I will note Valkyrie Chronicles 4 Complete Edition, 70% off for $14.99. That's an excellent deal. The VC4 DLC, some of it's actually pretty notable, so you probably do want to get the DLC if you can, so take that for what it is. Okay, moving on from that, November saving sale. It looks like this is where, like, the heavy hitter, big budget titles are. Already see Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition, $9.99. Let's pray to the high heavens that, December 9th, I believe, was the date that we actually get the next-gen upgrade, because I think a ton of people are just, like, sitting on this game in their library waiting for that upgrade to come out. Witcher 3 is tremendous, and yes, I did hear about this little remake that's happening. Very excited about that, but, yeah, $9.99 for Witcher 3 is excellent, so obvious recommendation there. RDR2 Ultimate Edition, 65% off for $35. Look, I think the RDR online aspect is memes, but RDR2 is still a tremendous campaign that you can sink a lot of time into. GTA 5 for PS4 and PS5 is $19.79. Another classic, I would say a classic, you know, like, again, you meme on online, but those single-player components, I always find them pretty enjoyable, and GTA 5 is no different to me. So, check that out. Ace Combat 7 Skies Unknown with the Top Gun Maverick edition is $22.49. Seems pricey, but that expansion does bump up the price quite a bit, so that's why the price is a little bit higher. But Ace Combat 7 is tremendous. One of the more underrated games in recent memory. Oh, damn. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, 85% off for $5.99. If you haven't checked this game out yet, I would highly, highly recommend it. I really enjoyed this game, and as you guys might know, I'm not a big Star Wars fan. At least I wasn't when I played Jedi Fallen Order. Jedi Fallen Order was the game that really kind of got me more into Star Wars and open to the idea of, you know, consuming more of the Star Wars content. I watched the original trilogy, yeah, the one with Anakin and, like, yeah, you guys know, like, I'm sure a lot of you guys are Star Wars fans, but, the second trilogy, right? Yeah, the second trilogy. But Jedi Fallen Order was excellent. If you're not a Star Wars fan, like I said, it's a contained action-adventure experience that I think a lot of people can just get into and really enjoy. Gameplay is swift, it's smooth, plays fantastically on PS5 as well. $6 for that is just ridiculous. That, so far from what I've seen, best deal available right now. Is available through Origin Access, so bear that in mind as well, if you do want to play that way. Middle-earth Shadow Bundle, this is Shadow of Mordor and Shadow War, $10.49 for both those open world games. Excellent deal, excellent amount of content there as well. Definitely a solid pickup. We got Assassin's Creed Odyssey Gold Edition, so this includes a ton of additional stuff. The Ultimate Edition is also on sale for $29.99. I believe the Gold Edition is where they start including AC3 Remastered. Yes, AC3 Remastered, Liberation Remastered, the 2 story arcs with the Season Pass and a bonus mission as well. Generally speaking, when I talk to people that enjoy the new style of Assassin's Creed, Odyssey is the one they enjoyed the most. I think as far as playtime goes, Odyssey is the one I have the most amount of hours in. So I did play quite a bit of it. Valhalla's setting kind of resonated with me more, but again, I am not a big fan of the newer style Assassin's Creed games, but from everyone that I talk to that do enjoy the games, Odyssey was their favorite. I had a boy play Odyssey, got super into that, then picked up Valhalla, and he couldn't get through Valhalla, so yeah, there you go with that. $25 with AC3 as well, seems like a pretty good deal to me. The Antiquity Pack, which is Origins and Odyssey, is $25. That's a base game of both of those, so bear that in mind. A Way Out, $7.49, great co-op title, highly recommend that. What else we got? Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, and Lost Legacy. So I just started playing Uncharted 4 again on PC. By the way, the PC version is tremendous, but I think Uncharted 4 is a great game. Like, I know that there's a lot of narrative elements that, like, people absolutely detest about Uncharted 4, but, man, I'm having a really good time, and replaying it, I'm like, yo, Uncharted 4 is even better than I remember it being, so I don't know. I know a lot of people that were down on it. Obviously, I would probably recommend at this point to get the PS5 version if you're interested in playing it, and obviously play the Nathan Drake collection first, because you should play the first 3 games. They're all really good outside of Uncharted 1. And Uncharted 1's still pretty decent, but $20 for that, not that bad. MX vs. ATV Legends, that just came out, 30% off for $28. Given it's a really recent release, that seems pretty good as well. Castle Crashers Remastered. Yo, we finally got a deeper discount on this, 55% off for $6.74. So for as long as I can remember, this game always gets down to like $8.99. Castle Crashers is like a classic. It was one of those Xbox arcade games, early Xbox arcade games that really showcase how great smaller downloadable titles could be. Obviously, this is a game that you want to play cooperatively. I don't know why, for some reason, like I randomly decided to play Castle Crashers solo, and like, yeah, to me, it's just not enjoyable. But you got a group of friends to play this game with, man, oh man, it's a ton of fun. So $6.74 for that is really good. Hades, $17.49. Like, Hades is one of those games that always holds up in price, so it is what it is on that. Obviously a tremendous game that I know people that have sunk like over 150 hours into Hades, and they continue to go back to it. It's one of those games that for some people is like how Dead Cells is like to me. When I don't know whatever else to play, you can pop in Hades and have a really good time with that. Dead Cells is kind of my go-to when it comes to a game like that. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, it's $13.49. It's a decent game. If you're a SpongeBob fan, you'll find a lot of charm to it, but otherwise I probably wouldn't say get it, because it's a decent game, but that's as far as I would go. Monster Hunter World Iceborne Master Edition, only 25% off, but that is the digital deluxe, $37.49. I mean, you're gonna get an obscene amount of content for that game, so that is pretty good. Scarlet Nexus, $19.79. How about that? Sub $20 for Scarlet Nexus, one of my favorite recent JRPG releases. I thought it was really, really good. Excellent soundtrack, solid cast of characters. You play through the game twice, and you're gonna get like 50 hours of content in total. They've rolled out updates for the game as well. They've done a pretty good job with it. I hope we get a Scarlet Nexus 2 at some point. Tales will Rise, 60% off for $24. The other big 2021 Bandai Namco JRPG. Love this game as well. Great cast of characters. Some, you know, out there narrative decisions, but overall, I still thought the story was really, really good, so $24 for that is good. Dream, 60% off for $8. That's an awesome deal. One of the most underrated PlayStation exclusives literally ever released. I don't even think that's a stretch in saying that. Media Molecule just, after Little Big Planet, it just seemed like, you know, they're not one of those pillar studios, it seems like, for Sony, and given their quality of work with Little Big Planet and Dreams, I feel like they deserve that credit. Dreams was a budget game from the get-go, and now it's $7.99. I would say give it a shot. And you don't have to be super into the creation side of things, but a solid game all around. Lost Judgment for $27. Obviously play Judgment first, but Lost Judgment is really solid. Great narrative to it as well. A lot of content as well. You guys know what to expect with that if you have played any of the RGG titles. Far Cry 5 Gold Edition for $22.49. That seems a little pricey to me. Destroy All Humans, $18 for that seems really pricey as well. Solemn Sacrifice for $12.99. Grid Legends is down to $15. Wow, that game came out back in March, I want to say. So that's still a relatively recent release, and Yeah, I think 75% off is kind of surprising. Also available through Origin Access, though. Little Nightmares 2 Deluxe Edition, $19.99. I think that game's awesome. I think Little Nightmares 1 is awesome, and a lot of you guys played Little Nightmares 1 as it was available as a Plus title recently, so maybe check that out. Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. It's $11.99, is available through Plus Premium. It was a Plus title, just standalone, a while back, but yeah, pretty enjoyable open-world action RPG. I know some people weren't as high on it as I was, but I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought the combat was really good, so yeah, you can check that out. Narrative is kind of memes, though. Crisis Remastered Trilogy, $30 for this. As you guys might know, I love Crisis 2. Crisis 1's pretty good as well, and Crisis 3 is, like, kind of but $30 is still a little bit too pricey, in my opinion. I would say, like, sub 20, this would be a great pickup, but if you've been eyeing the Crysis games for a while, it's not horrible. Skyrim and Anniversary Edition and Fallout 4. Fallout 4 obviously getting a free upgrade. That's a pretty good buy right now for $32. Given the Skyrim Anniversary goes for quite a bit, it's not bad. Tales of Berseria, 60% off for $8. A lot of people consider this to be the best Tales of title. I think because it has a little bit of a darker and grittier story with one of the more interesting Tales of main characters. A lot of people ended up enjoying that. $8 for it is really good. I would say check it out. Yakuza Remastered Collection, $14. Those games are on Plus Premium. Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel, baby, $19.99. I know a lot of people are playing through Trails from Zero still, but obviously after you're done with the Crossbell arc, which, you know, to be fair, the second game isn't out yet, Cold Steel's a great pickup. Would definitely say check that out. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag Gold Edition. That's $15. Kind of pricey, but AC4 is tremendous. I would love to see that game get a full-on upgrade for the PS5, but, you know, I don't know if they still have that desire to make the older style Assassin's Creed games better. Kingdom Come Deliverance Royal Edition, 80% off for $7.99. Believe that's a new low on that game because the Royal Edition typically goes down to $10. That's an excellent pickup, and I would highly, highly recommend that. The base game is available on Plus Extra, so you can play that way. Throwback, RPG, historical RPG there. Cold Steel 2's on sale as well, $19.99. Cold Steel 4's on sale. I imagine Cold Steel 3 has to be on sale somewhere in this sale. But Cold Steel 2 was excellent. Cold Steel 1 is a lot of setting the table for the Cold Steel arc, and Cold Steel 2, it's just guns blazing the whole way through. Cold Steel 3 and 4 are pretty out there narratively, but yeah, I love Legend of Heroes. I think it's tremendous. It's one of the best JRPG franchises from a world building and storytelling standpoint that is out there, so yeah, from that standpoint, it's fantastic. And the gameplay's fine. It's pretty good. Solar Ash, $26. 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim. We just can't get, like, a really deep discount on this, but, bro, that is one of the wildest stories that you're gonna play out of a video game. Like, it is so out there, but it comes together so freaking fantastically that by the end, I was just like, holy crap, that's an effing game right there from a narrative standpoint. Art style, Vanillaware, you guys know, they deliver bangers from an art standpoint, so definitely would recommend that as well. Video's running kind of long at this point. I'll have to do a deeper dive on the entire sale on my old time, and obviously we'll give you guys the breakdowns, do all that stuff. You guys know the deal, but that's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. A lot of great deals available here, but remember, we got a lot of time to go in terms of, there's the Black Friday sale coming up. There's going to be a holiday sale, so if you're not picking anything up, it's not too big of a deal, all things considered. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.